We're recording, and we're going to start with Doug Kyde, followed by Jim McBride. Go ahead, Doug.
Hey, Jalen. What was just the free agency process like for you, and what was it about the Patriots that appealed to you in the process?
Yeah, when talking about the free agency process, definitely different from last year. I had a lot more teams that were interested in me and to come and play for the team, of course. And then now when we're talking about what was different between those teams and the Patriots, one, I mean, you have to start with this organization. You know what they stand by and what they represent, and then two, of course, being coached by Coach Belichick. I mean that goes. I don't even really have to speak too much about that. And three, how they run their defense. You know, they got guys who are very versatile. You see them playing guys in multiple positions, and I think that's what this league is going to now. You got guys who can play multiple positions, and it's all about confusing these quarterbacks and being able to make plays. So I think those are the top three things for me. One of the reasons why I chose New England.
Next question, Jim McBride, followed by Andrew Callahan.
Jalen, kind of building off that, you've kind of transitioned to safety lately in your career. Was that versatility something that the Patriots talked to you about when they were, asking you about signing?
Yeah, that was actually when we got into the building and I met Coach Belichick for the first time. That was actually one of the things that he said, that he loved my versatility. He loved the fact that I can play multiple positions. So that I think that was definitely a big thing for them, also wanting me as well in the free agency process too.
And also Patrick Chung, who played here and played multiple positions for a while, recently retired. Was he a guy that you studied or admired from afar?
Yeah, man, Pete Chung, he's a guy who's been doing it for a long time. And we're talking about playing multiple positions. That guy is one of the definitions of it. I mean, you guys seen it. Whether he was lining up backs, whether he was lining up on tight ends, like it didn't matter. They had him all over the place. So that guy was very versatile. And I have a lot of respect for him and his game and what he's done at this organization.
Thanks, Jalen.
Next question, Andrew Callahan, followed by Nick O'Malley.
Hey, Jalen, it's good to meet you here virtually. And it was funny hearing about your interaction with Bill there in the cafeteria there. They just posted your interview with Megan. Glad things calmed down for you.
Yeah.
As he's talking about that versatility, did he give you any idea of where they'd like to at least start you out? Or what's your approach when you're kind of going in the playbook, understanding you could be in a number of different places here?
Yeah, I haven't really gotten to that much depth as far as that conversation, as far as where they want to play me. I think the biggest thing now and the biggest focus is just trying to learn the defense. And that's kind of why I'm at. And them saying, if I have any questions, just shoot them over. As far as watching film and getting in the playbook. And I mean, just gonna let the coaches, put me in the best position to help this football team win games. And I really don't care where it is.
Hey, thanks, man. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Next question, Nick O'Malley, followed by Bob Sosi.
Hey, Jalen. I think when a lot of people think of for people in New England, their first introduction to you was the Super Bowl back in Minnesota. And I think I was looking at it now. I think I have you down 83 snaps between defense and special teams. What was it like going up against the Patriots in that game, and what's it like being on the other side now?
Yeah, I would say then more with me and my mindset, it wasn't even the fact that we were going against the Patriots. I think the fact with me was, and one of the things that I kept telling myself throughout that game was I wasn't gonna let this moment pass up on me. All throughout Little League, from junior high to high school to even college, like I've never played in a championship game. We had bowl games here and there when I was at LSU and different things like that, but never went to a state title, never had any big championships. So I think the biggest thing with me, it wasn't even the opponent that we was playing. It was more of me just saying, I'm not gonna let this moment pass up on me. I was just gonna give it everything that I had.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next question, Bob Sosi, followed by Chris Mason.
Jalen, welcome to New England.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about things that I've read from both media and coaches in Philadelphia, some players as well, talking about how much respect they had for you, that you played with a chip on your shoulder. That's a pretty demanding marketplace, and the fans there, as you know, are very passionate, and the media scrutinizes players a great deal. Why did you succeed in Philadelphia? And coming to New England, do you see from the outside a kind of a similar situation where there's a passionate fan base, high expectations, and do you embrace those?
Yeah. I think to answer your first question, definitely with being in Philly, that city, that media, the fan base, they teach you to have tough skin, and I think they're honest with you. If you're playing good, they're gonna pat you on your back. If you're playing bad, they're gonna boo you. So that I've seen it, make guys fall into a hole and they can't get out. Then I've seen guys thrive. So definitely, just being there, I think it made me have tough skin. I wasn't a first round pick, 7th-round pick, and just had to come up from the bottom and climb up a ladder. So it really didn't bother me too much. And then now we're talking about here, coming to this city, playing for this organization. You hear about how crazy they are about their football team, how crazy they are about their sports in general, whether it's the baseball team, whether it's the Celtics, whatever it may be. So, I can't wait. I can't wait to get in front of this fan base, get in front of these fans and, show them what I got. I feel like I play with a lot of energy. I play with my heart on my sleeve. And I'm just trying to give the fans, show them that I'm a guy who's going to come in, work hard, and get them everything that I got.
And very quickly, you're keeping the green hair tips as well.
Yeah, that's the plan, to keep the green hair. At this point now, I have literally Green Goblin fans that were actually fans for Philadelphia, and they're telling me now, DMing me on Instagram and Twitter and all social media outlets saying, y'all, I had a guy say he was a fan for the Eagles for 30 years. Now he's saying he's gonna be a fan for the Pats, just for the simple fact that I'm coming here. So I think at this point, yeah, I gotta keep the green.
Jalen, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Chris Mason, followed by Chris Ryan.
Hey, Jalen, welcome to New England.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to ask, you mentioned playing for Bill Belichick being a draw to come here, and obviously, a demanding coach, but the track record speaks for itself. Just how big a draw was Belichick specifically for you to sign here?
Oh, man, it was huge. When we're talking about just his defensive mind and how he's able to put guys in the best position to make plays for the team. You can't ask for anything more. And that's at every position, from the D-line to the linebackers to guys in the secondary. You want a coach that knows exactly what you do best, put you in positions to do that, and like I said, to help you win football games. So it was definitely a major key to be being able to be coached by that guy for sure.
Thank you.
Next question, Chris Ryan, followed by Ian Steele.
Hey, Jalen, welcome to New England as well. And want to ask you about playing in the box, where obviously you have that versatility. We saw Adrian Phillips do that. We saw Patrick Chung do that. Is that something that you're interested in doing if it presents itself? A, and B, just your thoughts overall on this defense and where you think the strengths are going to lie with this defense as currently constructed.
Yeah, definitely. If that's where they want me, I'm comfortable doing that. Whether it's playing in the box, whether it's coming off the edge, whether it's playing back in coverage, whatever it may be. I'm comfortable with doing it. I've done it before multiple times, and so if that's where they want me, let's do it. But you saying as far as the strengths of this defense, who knows? Who knows? We got a couple guys coming in, free agency guys coming in. You guys know each and every year it's going to be a brand new team, whether it's rookies coming in, free agents, or there are guys retiring, with Patrick Chung, whatever it may be. So I think we're just going to go out there and practice, and then let the coaches decide, what our strengths are, and then whatever we're struggling at, just let them coach us up to get better in that area as well.
Next question, Ian Steele, followed by Zach Cox.
Hey, Jalen, welcome to New England. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
I'm curious where the Green Goblin nickname came from. I mean, I know you have the hair, and that's from Philadelphia, but there's the Green Lantern, Incredible Hulk. Why is the Green Goblin your nickname?
I don't know. I think I think it kind of started. It was either with my defensive coordinator, or it might have been just the media making that name come out. But I think it just kind of came from my rookie year, and then just throughout my years playing and for the Eagles, just my style of play. That's what I get it from it, and it just it's kind of something that I stuck with. I got to see fans, coming to games with green hair wigs and different things like that. So it was just like, all right, this is not something that I was trying to do for a short period of time. It's like, all right, like this is your identity at this point. Like keep it. They love it. They love you, so why not just keep the green hair and keep the name Green Goblin?
It's well known, and the Celtics fans and the Celtics are going to love it. So we'll see you soon.
That's awesome. Thank you, man.
Next question, Zach Cox, followed by Mark Daniels.
Hey, Jalen. Welcome to New England.
Thank you.
You're one of two former Eagles that came over to New England this offseason. I'm just curious, what was your experience like playing with Nelson Aguilar in Philly, and what can the Patriots expect from him?
Man, me and Nelson, man, we had some battles. I'm talking about in camp, like real life, like steamy battles to where we were going at it with each other. But at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want that competition at the end of the day with those practices with the guy who's in front of you. It's not going to be every day you just dominating him. You want a guy to be, well, me, I want a guy who's going to be able to challenge me. One day I get him, the next day he gets me, and it just goes on to where now, you know that saying, iron sharpens iron, and that's what you want, because at the end of the day, it's all about having that guy in front of you, getting you ready to be able to perform at a high level on Sunday.
Next question, Mark Daniels, followed by Dan Roach.
Hey, Jalen. Great to meet you virtually. The Patriots were really busy last week. You were one of 12 players to sign with them. Just, what are your thoughts on just the Pats being, one, so active in free agency, but two, you being a part of the group?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited, bro. Like for me to hear and to also know where people are saying like the Patriots have never done something like this before. It goes to show that they not only believe in us as individuals, but they believe that the guys that we signed and the team that we already have, those additions, and also, of course, with the draft coming up, that we're gonna make a difference, and that's all you want as a player, coaches and the organization to believe in you. That just makes you want to go that much harder. Well, I know for me, just makes me want to go out there and just run through a wall if I have to win a game. That's what you want.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Next question, Dan Roach, followed by Andrew Callahan.
Hi, Jalen. It seems like every time someone says welcome to New England, you can't help but smile. And if you could, I know Megan O'Brien already asked you this, but could you go over again what it was like for the first time for you to meet Bill Belichick, and what will it mean for you to put on that New England Patriot uniform and go to work every day as a Patriot?
Yeah, I mean, I could keep saying this, bro. I'm so excited. Like, I'm beyond excited to just know that I've been, brought here to help this organization win football games, and we're, like I said again, when we're talking about Belichick, this is a guy who I've been watching before I even started taking football serious, and his defense, like the type of players that he always has, the type of plays that they make, it's all about him, like I said again, like putting guys in the right position, so I'm blessed to be here. I'm happy to be here. And like I can keep continue to saying, like I'm just gonna go out there and give this organization everything that I got.
And when you first met him?
Oh man, when I first met him, it was kind of crazy. I can go back into the story again. I was talking to the nutritionist in the cafeteria. He was talking to me, telling me about the meal plans and how everything goes and works out as far as the food and the diet and all type of supplements and things. And I'm about to walk out of the cafeteria, and I just heard, "Hey, Jalen." So I turned around, and it's coach, right? And in my mind, I'm saying, okay, this is coach, but it really didn't click that it was Coach Belichick. So he's just talking to me, telling me, happy to have you, glad for you to be here, excited for you to be here. And I literally turned my back to him and I screamed out loud, like, this is Coach Belichick. Like, this is like, excuse my language, but I'm like, this is Coach Belichick. Like, I screamed it loud. And then I turned back around and he was still just like monotone, like regular, just still having a casual conversation with me when I'm freaking out. And then I was like, my fault, coach. And I was just like, coach, one more thing. I got to cut you off. I don't want to disrespect. I just said, coach, you're a legend to me. I'm happy to be here. And then he was just like saying, man, happy for you to be here. Can't wait to get going and coach you up. So that was definitely a highlight of my moment. Outside of course, making it official and signing my contract, meeting him, and then also meeting Mr. Kraft.
Thank you.
Next question, Andrew Callahan, followed by Evan Lazar.
So I know I'm asking to go back to the same well here, but like, did you said you screamed that, or was that in your head when you're like, this is?
No, I screamed, bro. I screamed like loud.
Okay, gotcha.
It was almost like and he didn't even like. I promise you, like he didn't even flinch. Like he didn't even change his vocal tone. It was just like, as soon as I did it, like he was used to it. Like he was a rock star. Like, oh, this is another guy just screaming. Like once he's gonna come back to normal. Like it was a really cool moment, bro. Really cool moment.
Yeah. Well, then around that moment, can you just take us through, for a bunch of people who've never been brought in to kind of officially sign the contract, meet everyone, what's that first day like when you're kind of meeting people around the building and then they say, okay, here's a playbook, here's your film, or what's that all like?
Yeah. I was getting lost, for one, around the building. I had to have help a whole bunch as far as the hallways and different corners to cut. But outside of that, we had our full team meeting as far as all of the free agent guys coming in, with all of the whole coaching staff. They introduced themselves, we introduced ourselves. Coach Belichick kind of gave us, as far as the philosophies of the team, how he likes things being run. Of course, guys coming in and working hard and being about team first, which I love. That's when you're about team, you don't care what you have to do to win football games, because winning is the only thing that matters when you're about the team. And then outside of that, offense and defense splitting up, and then us going into our defensive meetings, and then them telling us, the philosophies of the defense, how they like things being run there, what's our priorities as far as the defense goes, and then other things that we like to work on as well. So that's kind of like the full rundown. Also outside of the physical stuff, but of course you guys probably don't care about that. But it was a full day. It was a full day, and I loved it. Like I said, I'm happy to be here.
I appreciate it, Jalen.
Next
you so
question,
much.
Evan Lazar, followed by Mike Reese.
Hey, Jalen, welcome to New England.
Thank you.
No problem. I just wanted to ask you about your versatility and just as a player, is it easier to kind of settle into one position, or are you kind of embracing the fact that you might be a corner one day and a safety the next day?
That's definitely something that I'm embracing. I was taught from my high school coach to my college coach and to now, like, the more you can do, and this defense, it fits that. It's all about deception at this point. These quarterbacks are getting so much better. These receivers are getting so much better. These offenses are getting so much better. So if you can have a guy line up in multiple positions and you make that offensive coordinator or that quarterback, or that receiver think a half a second, that's a sack waiting to happen. That's an interception, a tip ball, a turnover waiting to happen. Like, that's what it's all about. So there's definitely something a role that I'm accepting, that I want. Just being able to be as versatile as possible on this defense.
Thanks, Jalen.
Thank you.
And we'll do two final questions, Mike Reese and Alex Barth. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Jalen, nice to meet you.
Nice
welcome.
to meet you, man. Thank you.
If I heard you right, early in this interview, you talked about how this free agency was maybe different from the past, like more teams.
Yeah.
Can you take us back to that day, that Monday, right, when everything's coming down the pike?
Yeah.
And how that unfolded for you?
Yeah. Just with a call from my agent, telling me, the teams that want me, how they may use me, what their coaching staff is saying. It was like it happened so fast. Like I literally woke up, went to go eat breakfast, and I'm just sitting there chilling, and it's just like I'm waiting on my agent to call me, and it's like as soon as he calls me, like I said, it was just so much happening so fast, and he was just like Jay, whatever it's on you, whatever decision you make, whatever team you want to go to, like it's on you, these are the best options I think that are for you, but at the end of the day, like this is your future. And I stepped forward and told him that, I want to go play for the Patriots. So yeah, that's basically it.
And last question, Alex Barth.
Hey, Jalen, welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm just wondering, you said that you were following Coach Belichick before you really started taking football seriously. And you talked a little bit about Patrick Chung. I'm just curious what you remember, like as far back as you remember from Belichick, and if you remember anything about the like early on Belichick Patriots defenses.
I would say for sure. I just know that they've always been dominant. Before I could really know about scheme, before I could really know, okay, this guy's actually lined up here, but this guy is actually a corner. This guy's actually a safety. You just know that they were always dominant. Always had linebackers who can scrape and hit and can run. You always had guys in the secondary who can, pick the ball off, and it was just always amazing to me. Me actually watching as a fan to now, like you said, watching Pete Chung and me actually knowing scheme and knowing that they're using this guy in multiple ways. It was two totally different views. Now it's more of an understanding of exactly what they were doing and how they were doing it. And it's still more understanding because I'm still, I'm fresh in this, man. Still trying to learn the playbook and know how they're using guys in different type of ways. But definitely viewing the game different from when I was younger to now. And when we're just talking about him, like I said, it's all about, putting guys and knowing what they do best and putting those guys in the right position to be able to make plays for the team, because that's what it's all about. It's not a selfish mind on this team. Like, this is the one guy, like, he does this and nobody else can do it. It's like, no, okay, he does this best. This guy does this best. Okay, well, let's find a way to put our best players on the field to get in these positions to be able to make these plays. And that's what I love about it.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Jalen, on behalf of everyone, thank you very much for taking the time. That probably went about 10 minutes longer than I was anticipating or projecting for you, but we really appreciate it. And for the media still on, 3 o'clock is the next one with Hunter Henry. Thank you, Jalen.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Jalen.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Jalen.
Thank you.